So today I want to talk about the need for premarital counseling. A lot of times when we think of premarital counseling, we always look at it more from the angle of something that just needs to happen before the wedding day. So most of the time, the invite for the wedding has already been sent out, notification of the wedding has already gone out, the wedding date has already been picked, the wedding gown has been bought, all preparations done, and maybe a month or two before the wedding day we just do some mumble jumble premarital counseling session just because it's a prerequisite. But the truth is that premarital counseling is actually deeper than that. It's not just about you preparing well for your marriage. Premarital counseling is also supposed to help you question your decision. So a lot of times during premarital counseling, what tends to happen is a lot of things are put on the table. The cards are put on the table. There are a lot of things that you don't even think about during your courtship, that during premarital counseling, those things are brought out. Let me give an example. I had a session with a couple. They are not married, but they were planning to get married, and this lady actually has a past that I wouldn't even say past because it was still something that just something she had done, a mistake she made that just recently happened. And this guy wasn't able to just let go of it. He was finding it difficult to actually forgive, finding it difficult to, let go of the pain of what she did. But they were already planning the wedding. I mean, they were already almost going all out to do everything that needs to be done towards the wedding. But during the sessions, one of the things the guy came to realize is that he would not be able to forget the thing that she did. And she, on her own part, she felt like during in their relationship, because of what she did, even though she was sorry, but she realized that the guy was always referring to the mistake, and she kept feeling guilty. So the relationship was clouded with guilt, was clouded with pain, was clouded with a lot of regrets. And so the sessions were able to make them decide, do you really want to go ahead with this? Are you ready to step into marriage knowing that this is the reality of what has already gone on in your relationship? Will you be able to forgive and let go? Because marriage is really about forgiveness. And of course, the guy realized he couldn't, and that made them go their separate ways. Now, somebody might look at that and say, oh, that was a loss. No, that wasn't a loss. It is better that they go their separate way now than when they get married, because in marriage it becomes messier. Do you understand? It becomes messier. So what premarital counseling helps you to do, it excavates some other deep-rooted issues that you probably are not thinking about. For instance, some questions are not being asked. Have you asked about the medical condition of the person you're about to get married to? What's his HIV status? What is his do you know these things? There are things that you might not be thinking about, that during the sessions those things are brought to the fore. And so it helps you to make a more informed decision. Am I ready to go ahead in marriage with this person? This is the beauty of premarital counseling. And I'm saying this majorly from a standpoint of the issues that are escalated to me during couple counseling and couple therapy. And I actually, I mean, in some of the sessions, I just realized that, okay, this is a marriage that probably shouldn't even have happened, because now we are trying to figure out how to live with these differences, these deep-rooted differences and all of that. Whereas if this was before they got married, the cards would have been put on the table, and the reality, the picture of what the picture of the reality of what they were going to experience will be placed before them. And so it will be a case of, are you ready to live with this? Are you ready to live with this? Even the scripture says, no one builds a tower without first sitting down to count the cost and see if it has enough to build. Lest it starts to build and it's not able to complete, then the people that are watching the building will now begin to mock and say, oh wow, this person began to build but couldn't finish. That is what courtship does, and that is what premarital counseling helps you to do. It helps you to make a more informed decision with the facts and the figures, so that when you get married, you don't begin to feel like You were coerced into something, you had no choice. I actually told a couple that it's better for you to hurt your, in quote, family now than for you to get married and you are having to escalate marital issues to this same family. And now it's becoming so messy because this family is now feeling somewhat a certain kind of way towards this other family, and it's all messy. We can save ourselves a lot of that pain if we just do the right thing. So this is to singles, engaged couples, people that are planning to get married. Before you run off to say, yes, I do, sit down and ask yourself sincerely, are we ready for the marriage that we are going into? Do we know the facts and the figures on ground? You know, a lady wrote a letter to her husband because they're having some issues. And she said, I'm sorry that I'm not the wife you thought you married. Bottom line, now they are realizing that they have sharp differences and they are really finding it difficult to work together, to live together as husband and wife. Some things can be easily avoided if you just plan well. Most of us plan well in major areas, but I've realized in the area of marriage and relationship, it's almost like we leave it to our emotions. No, you tell your emotions what to feel. Yes, you might feel all the bubbles of love and all that inside of you towards this person, but that does not erase the facts and the figures that you need to look at. So to singles who are about to get married, if you want to sign up for our premarital counseling program, click the link in bio, send a DM, send a mail, and you will be well responded to. All right. Take care and have a